here you can see the green patches that were mentioned on the face of the dam.
So, Mr. Betancourt, did you want to come up and ask it?
No, I think everybody can hear me. Okay, first of all, I'll tell you that. Mr. Coyle out there, you are not God. You do not decide who gets put underwater. You and Jerry Brown are playing God, and you are not God. That lake needs to come down. There's a leak in it, a leak above the Hyatt power plant that's been there for years. You can look at all the old pictures, and you see the grass growing on the side of the dam. Grass doesn't grow unless you got water. Don't need to be an engineer or pick a degree to know that. Okay? We're just farmers with simple people. When the lake level goes down, you can see the grass die because the water's not going through. You got water. You pressurize the dam to the most that it's ever been pressurized in the history of that dam. And now, where the green patches, the grass is growing, we're saying that's leaked and nobody wants to talk about it in your office? I mean, there's water coming through. Let the water out before it all comes out on us. That's my...
That's just, okay. Did you want to respond, Bill? Did someone else want to respond to the comment about grass growing on the dam?
About the leak in the dam.
And that being related to the dam? Yeah.
That event that you're talking about has been documented since early on when the dam was built. The regulators know about it. We inspect it. When we monitor it, it is not going through the dam.
Sure, and you inspect it and you monitor it to that spillway too.
It's just like the Yukon Dam. They have
So I really need to ask people who've asked to speak. I just want to make sure we get your comments, sir. So. Well, I think what you're hearing. Well, I understand that what you're hearing from the chief engineer is that but it doesn't. Let's just hear that again, okay?
That leak, it's a natural spring that has been documented for decades, and we are measuring it on an annual basis. And
okay, and let's let him answer the question, okay?
Pat, do you have anything to add on that? It is not a leak through the dam.
So I think that if you'd like some additional information specifically about that, you've got someone right there who knows what he's talking about, and I'd encourage you to talk to him. I think what you're hearing tonight is it's not a leak through the dam.
It's a really big question a lot of people are asking.
Yeah.
I think if both of them could just address it more fully, because people don't understand what you mean when you say it's wet.
A spring.
It's not a spring, it's a man-made dam. It's coming down through your infiltration dam.
So, can you translate the engineer speak so that people understand what you're talking about? I think that's the problem.
Okay, thanks, Assembly Member. Is there anything else that you can offer, Azad, about this question?
That's fine, no.
So what would be a good way to follow up and try and clarify this for people?
I will get additional information and would share it with everybody.
Okay, so we'll make a point of coming back with specific information about this particular question.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yes, sir.
Why is it when the lake level drops down, it stops and the grass dies?
All right. There obviously are a couple of questions that we need to have DWR address directly about this, so thank you for raising that.
So before we go on to the next question, let's be clear about how we're going to address that question, right? Because I think there's a ton of information.
Excuse me, folks, the director's trying to speak, so if you would, thank you.
So I want to make sure that we don't leave this question the way we are, right? And so I want to make sure it's clear to this group and the future community meetings that we need to answer this question directly and provide the documentation, whether it's the description and the work we've done to validate that this is a spring and how that impacts, the dam itself, the potential risks, and understand the groundwater hydrology and the site banks of this structure so that this community and others can see for themselves the information that we have. Okay, so I want to make sure that it's not just us talking at this meeting, that we provide through our written Q&A session with regard to your question and get a specific written answer with the documentation to support the response. And I hope, and if it doesn't address your or others that are interested in this issue, that you engage the department. We have some contact ways to do this. So I'm committing to make sure that we provide you a full description of the background behind the green grass there, the homework by not just us, by those regulatory agencies and those third parties that provide you at least more information. And if you're still concerned and have a different perspective, then please engage us. I mean, I guess that's my commitment to this group, not just you, sir, but to this group, to make sure that we can, because this is an opportunity for us to hear from you and educate us on your perspective, as well as make sure you have information to be more informed, especially for those areas that you're concerned about. And so that's our commitment to you, and I want to make sure that you get your specific, because it's a good question. And I don't think we've adequately addressed that here tonight, and I want to make sure that we do that.